Good afternoon all. Hope everyone's well. We'll just take a look at the ones I will be talking about, ones I usually talk about. So, we'll start with dollar, move over to gold, silver, oil, and then the cryptos. So we are currently consolidating. We've dipped into this gap down here. Zoom in, just here, and also touched this lower gap. If this is a consolidation and we break higher and return back to it, then I'll be expecting a sell model where it's consolidation, accumulation, and then a reversal and run out the accumulation. But for the time being, obviously we're sat still, so that high still remains intact, and that high still remains intact, and so do the equal highs just there. So we'll see how this wants to proceed, but it's for the time being it is sat still. Even CPI yesterday didn't move it. Gold, as mentioned, it says we could potentially get some reversal here. Now, on a lower time frame, we did, but it wasn't enough to send it lower to seek out these. So this will just continue to push higher. I would like to note this gap just here. Yeah, I'd like to note this cap just here as a potential for it to push down and fill in. If I drop down to the hourly, you can see the oh god, let me lock that in place. So I drop down to the hourly. So as you can see just there, we drove up, hit it, retraced. It wasn't enough to obviously cause a reversal because it had no intention to reverse. But we did, however, have some relative equal lows down here. But we've continued. We've continued, so I'll be expecting it to just keep continuing. Move over to silver. As I said, silver's extremely strong. I gave a level of 105, so we could see that relatively quickly. Not only, also possibly, if it gets animated, we could see 119. We could see it push through to 119. So we'll wait to see. We'll wait to see how aggressive it can trade up there, which it looks like it's trading quite aggressively. It's quite an exciting market, to be honest. But I heard people talking about it before, just never paid any attention to them. Oil is nearly at my first target at 62.92, which is those two equal highs just there. And then obviously after that we've got the second target up there. When did I? So Friday, yeah, Friday we closed back below those equal lows. And I did think it's possible maybe that we were going to roll over and target these two equal lows again, but it didn't. We've seen continuation and strong continuation as well. So we should see that should see that first target hit quite quickly. We're nearly there. In fact, the only thing I want to note from here is that gap just there between that high and that low. Just this one. So if there is a retracement, that's pretty much the only place I expect to see a retracement. Bitcoin. We've pushed above these equal highs. I'd like to see continuation, especially up towards these equal highs up here at I forget now what that at 116,400. granted this is an index, so it may very well be different on other feeds. If this closes today, then obviously we've got this gap just here. It would be nice to see it leave some of the gap alone. May very well eventually get a breakaway gap. No. Yeah, we may very well eventually get a. Yeah, so I'd like to see it leave a little bit of this open. We get a reversal on a lower time frame. It could start pushing lower, but I'm more favouring it pushing higher and up towards here. Ethereum is staying in the middle of this big range just here, and it's smack bang in the middle of this range. We are, however, starting to move higher. We've seen a push away from that level, that gap just there, above here. So hopefully we can see some continuation there. The immediate target would be these two equal highs just here at 4,290. We'll round it down to 4,290. So those two equal highs just there. Doge, as I mentioned, the only part of that gap there that I was really interested in it filling was that bit there, and it's done it nicely. We got a nice little drive away from there. Who's banging? Sorry, my upstairs neighbours decided to start moving furniture around as I've started doing this. We created a low. It's drove below that low or closed below that low, and then we've moved away with a bit of strength. So I suspect, or I expect this high to be run through, and then obviously towards those equal highs there at 2183. And if we take a look at, I do apologise for moving this around. If we take a look at XRP, as mentioned, we had that low. I expect it to be ran. It was ran, and then we got to push away. So I believe XRP. I think the I think the crypto market has returned back to bullish. We're waiting to see if it gets legs or when it gets legs, although it has been very sluggish. But that's all I've got for you. I'll catch up with you again on the weekend when I'm not exhausted, and I'll probably go into things a little bit more detail. But for the moment, that'll do. Hope everyone has a good weekend.